What is a verb? A verb is a word that shows an action, state, or occurrence. It is one of the most important parts of a sentence because it tells what the subject is doing. Enthusiastic English teacher with a passion for teaching English in a clear and simple way. I specialize in grammar, spoken English, and practical usage for students of all levels. My mission is to make English learning easy, engaging, and accessible to everyone. Join me on this journey to master English with confidence. Believe in yourself, because every great journey begins with a single step. A verb is a word that shows an action, state, or occurrence. An action verb shows what someone or something does. It expresses a physical or mental action. A linking verb is a verb that connects the subject of a sentence to more information about the subject. It doesn't show action, it shows a state or condition. What is a lesson objective? Bullseye specific, clearly says what students will do. Straight ruler measurable, you can check if they did it. Stopwatch achievable, realistic within the class time. Book relevant, matches the lesson topic. Students will be able to understand and use linking verbs correctly in sentences. So by the end of the class, you will be confident about what linking verbs are, and how to use them in real life. Let's begin our journey. What is a verb? A verb is a word that shows an action, state, or condition. It is one of the most important parts of a sentence because it tells what the subject does or is. A verb is a word that expresses an action or a state of being. Together with nouns, verbs are the primary elements of a sentence or phrase. Aaron danced to his favorite music. For example, the verb, danced, in the sentence above expresses an action of the subject, Aaron. Another example, Aaron is a member of the school's dance club. The verb, is, in the sentence above expresses the state of being of the subject, Aaron. Verb and time. Using verbs, one can identify whether an action occurred in the past, is occurring in the present, or will occur in the future. Verbs express time through these tense forms. Past, Ashraf played basketball. Present, Ashraf plays basketball. Future, Ashraf will play basketball. Action verbs. An action verb describes what someone or something does. Remember that action verbs are not always physical actions, they can also be mental actions. Example, physical action. Ashraf read a book. The verb, read, expresses a physical action done by the subject, Ashraf. Mental action. Ashraf thought of an idea. The verb, thought, expresses a mental action done by the subject Ashraf. Examples. Physical verbs run, skip, play, sing, draw, walk, eat, sleep, watch, wave. Mental verbs know, realize, hope, decide, believe, imagine, guess, feel, understand, recognize. Linking verbs. A linking verb expresses a state of being and relates the subject to other parts of a sentence. Be verbs and sense verbs are considered the most commonly used linking verbs. Example, Aaron was a basketball team captain in high school. The be verb, was, expresses a state of being of the subject, Aaron. Other be verbs, am, is, are, was, were, be, been, and being. Sense verb. A sense verb describes one of the 5 senses, sight, hearing, smell, and touch. Other verbs that can be considered as linking verbs are the following: appear, become, feel, stay. Grow, look, remain, taste, seem, smell, sound, turn. Aaron became a professional basketball player. The sense verb, became, expresses a state of being of the subject, Aaron. Do you have questions? Thank you for listening.